Hi everyone, my name is Sophie. Welcome for today's webinar. Please write to me in the chat where you're from and if you know BIGVU. Meanwhile, I want to tell you that today's webinar will be recorded and available for watching after the live event. So please don't you worry about that. And also, you're welcome to write questions in the chat, and we will have a Q&A session in the end, so all of your questions will be answered. So now, please join me and let's start today's webinar. Okay, and please let me know if you can see my screen and if you can hear me right. Okay, I see that you're joining, so welcome everyone. And let's start. So welcome to BIGVU webinar. In general, BIGVU is like a studio production in your pocket. With BIGVU, you can get the full package. You can record your video using a teleprompter with a script or without a script. You can style and edit your videos with automatic captions, with green screen, background music, business cards, intros, outros, and so much more. And finally, you can download the video, share it on social media, and even create your own video landing page. So today we're going to talk about how to write a script, navigating the app, using teleprompter for perfect eye contact, editing your video. We will discuss about the BIGVU plans, and like I've said, there will be a Q&A session in the end. So the first thing I want to talk about it today is our desk. BIGVU has an app and also a desktop version. We recommend using the desk version to manage your account, to write the script and edit your video, but you can do that from the phone as well, so you need to keep it in mind. So we will go deeper on how to use all the desk features on the advanced webinar, but today on the basic webinar, I want to just show you how to write a text on the computer and how to send it to the app, so you will be able to record from your phone as well. So let me show you my screen. So this is our web desk screen. So if we want to create a new video, we click on this Create blue button and we select Script. Over here, we need to write our script, our text, and give it a headline. So for example, let's call it my project and our text. So I save my script, and the last thing I need to do is to click on Send to the app. When I send this text to the app, it means that in a second, when I will show you the BIGVU app on my phone, my text that I wrote with you a second ago using my computer will be able to watch and to edit and to record on my phone as well. So as you can see, I have this blue background, Send to app. That's how I can know that my text was sent to the app. So basically, I think it is a particularly good option because it combines also the convenience of writing the text on the computer and then shooting the video from the phone, which I think is easier. Okay, so let's get back to our app. Okay, so our login screen is the first thing you see when you enter to the app. Over here, you have several options to log in on the phone and on the desktop version. So you can log in using your Apple account, Facebook, Google, and even your email. And if you forgot your password, you can always restore it by clicking on Forgot Password. The next thing we see is the first thing we see after we've logged into our app is the home screen. So as you can see, this is our home screen or our project screen that we're going to discuss in a second a bit more deeper. But the first thing we need to pay attention to is this buttons over here. This is our navigation buttons. Okay, so from right to left, the first option is the settings. Next thing is the workshops and the webinars that you can find over here, like this webinar today. The third option is the different plans that BIGVU has to offer. And the fourth and last option is the home screen button. That basically brings me back to my home screen or my project screen. It's the same. So on this screen, we can see all of our projects. There is scripted projects, for example, with a script, or without any script, or even recorded one. So a project that you've already recorded. You had a text and you filmed it and now it's finished. Also on this page, on the screen, you can see the date your project was made, the script, of course, if there is one, the headline of your project, and how many takes you did on this one video. So if after this we click on this blue plus button, blue camera button, it will open us the new project screen where you can film a new video with script using the teleprompter, or you can film without any script at all. So for example, we're choosing the teleprompter option. So if we chose this option of the teleprompter, I need to write my own script over here and then click on the red camera to start filming. Okay, so after we've done all these steps, it will open us the teleprompter screen. So this is our teleprompter. On the right side, you will see how it looks like on the iOS version, and on the left side, the Android version. It is basically the same, just different designs. So before recording, we have a few adjustments to make before we start the recording itself. So as you can see, we have a few buttons over here and over here. So let's discuss about each one of them. So the first option from left is the exposure. This button gives you the option to adjust the light settings. So if you want it to be darker or lighter, you can adjust it with this bar. Okay, so the second option is setting a start point. We can choose where we want our text to start. If, for example, we wrote something at the beginning and then we've changed our mind and we want our text to start with, for example, this sentence of "in one click." So I don't need to go back and then delete everything that I've wrote. I just set my start point and start reading. Okay, this option, I think, is one of the most important things you need to know before you start recording. Because with this option, you need to adjust the speed of the text so you can read your text fluently. So I think you can imagine that if your text will be too slow or too fast, you won't be able to read it like you should, and then hold the video will be bad. So it's important to adjust the speed, and it will always have a preview of how it will look like, so you can know if the speed is right for you or if it's not. And in a second, when we will um, discuss about all these options, I will show you how I film using my phone, so you can see this in live. Okay, next option, also one of the two most important things about the teleprompter, is the font size. So over here, you need to adjust the font size so it will be convenient for you to read. It's very important because that's how you achieve the perfect eye contact with the camera. So just keep in mind that if you are close to the camera, it is better to have smaller text. And if you are far away from the camera, it is better to be bigger because that's how you will see your words. Okay, the last thing about this screen is the resize. So in resize is like adjusting the text area. So you can resize your text if you want it to start from the left or from the middle or from the right. And it's important because, for example, on iOS, it doesn't really matter because the camera is always in the middle. But if you have Android phone, it's important to adjust it because sometimes your camera can be on the right side of the screen. So it's important your text to be under your camera because that's how you will achieve the perfect eye contact. Okay, so we have a few more options, but it's not on this teleprompter screen, but it's here on this button of settings. So we click on this one, and we have a few more options that we need to pay attention to. So the option of the resolution. You can change the resolution you film with. You can click over here and just change the quality of your video. I recommend, of course, always use the best quality there is, unless you're afraid it will be a big size file, and then maybe it's better to do that with some quality that it's not the biggest. Okay, another nice option we have on Okay, can someone tell me if he can see me and hear me? Can someone tell me if he can hear me, maybe? Okay, just a second. Okay, so hope you can. Okay, so I understand that nobody could hear me. So let's go back a bit from the automatic prompter stop, I believe. So I will tell this again because somehow and somewhat I had some internet problems. So hope you can hear me now. Okay, so let's talk again. Settings tutorial. Okay. Great, so let's go over really quickly about all the settings because I understand that nobody could hear me. So this is our teleprompter and we have a few settings that we need to discuss. So the first option we have is the exposure. These buttons give us the option to adjust our light settings. So just adjust it the way it convenient to you. The next option is starting the start point. You can choose where do you want your text to start, if you wrote something and then you've changed your mind. The speed of the text, where you can adjust the speed so you can read your text fluently. The font size, where you can adjust your font size to be bigger or to be smaller if it's convenient for you, and to resize your text. Okay, the resolution, you need to choose what resolution you want to film it with, and I personally recommend always using the highest quality there is. Okay, the auto stop option. You can choose here the number of seconds you want your video to stop after you finish recording. So it's important to choose the number of seconds or if you didn't want it at all. Okay, also you can edit your script on the screen. If you want to change something that you wrote, you don't need to go out and then go back. You can just click on edit script and edit it on this screen. Also, you can use the pause and silence option. On Android, it will appear with this bar on the settings on the teleprompter, and on the iOS, it's on the settings over here. And one of the nicest thing and one of my favorites is pausing with remote. You can stop your video with some external remote if you film, for example, with a selfie stick, or if you're far away from the camera and you have an external device, you can just click and stop your video. Okay, so I hope everybody could hear me now and I can move on. Okay, the last thing I want to say about the teleprompter is that it is always better to be close to the camera and keep your eyes always on the first line, because that's how basically you will achieve the perfect eye contact with the video, with your camera. So just keep it in mind. And now I want to quickly show you how I film using the teleprompter on my phone and how I get the best eye contact on my videos. So let's just, I will share my phone. Okay, so hope you can see that. Okay, so this is our BIGVU app. So as you can see, the text that we wrote together on the computer is available over here. This is our text. So now after I wrote it on the computer and I have it on my app, I want to record it. So let's record together. So this is me and this is my text. And the first thing I want to do is to adjust the speed. I think will be good. Maybe the exposure. And the font is okay. So let's start. This is a demo. Today I'm going to show how to use BIGVU to the fullest. That includes creating a beautiful video, trimming, editing, and getting it to your target audience. You'll be surprised with the different results you can achieve using only BIGVU as your exclusive video platform. Stay tuned for more. And I stopped the recording, and as you can see, my eyes were always on the first line and not under, so I have the perfect eye contact with my camera. Okay, now let's discuss about the option we have after we stopped the recording, our take options. So the first thing we have is the upload. Excuse me, let's go back. Okay, our take options. We have the option to make a new take, to edit with word trim, to crop, caption, logo, green replace, to delete, to share, and upload. All these features, except of the crop, caption, logo, and green replace, are available on the free plan. But this option of crop, caption, logo, and green replace are available only on the starter and the plus plan, which I think is very recommended if you want to take your videos to the next level. So the first option I want to talk about is the option to upload our video. We can upload our video to the cloud and make some adjustments on both computer and phone. So when we upload it and we have this little cloud sign, it means that our video was saved on the cloud. So if we click on one of our takes, we can see our original take, the first that we've recorded, and the other videos we did on the same take. So on Android, it will look like this, and if we want to see our different takes, we can swipe it to the side and just see that. And on the iOS, it will be just on one page, our original take and our cloud takes. Okay, the next option we have, as I said earlier, is the option to edit with word trim. So with this option, you can cut the words that you don't want or don't need from the beginning or from the end, and it will also cut the video, not just the words that you've wrote, but also the video itself. Okay, now let's talk about our editing options. So as I said, the option of crop, caption, logo, and green replace are available only on the starter and the plus plan. So in order to use that, you need to subscribe. So in this option, we can choose whether to style our video with captions, with subtitles, without captions, or if you want to replace it with green screen. So let's start with the replacement of the green screen. So if you want to replace with a green screen, it is important to have a green screen behind you, and only then you can change the background. So over here you have our background that we've uploaded, and of course you can upload your own background. Okay, so we've talked about the replacement. Now let's talk about styling without captions if you don't want to have subtitles on the video. So the options we have when we want to style without any subtitles at all is the first thing, aspect ratio. So over here, we can choose to resize our video. We can choose to resize it to vertical, horizontal, square, or even to crop. By default, it is always horizontal. But if, for example, you want to upload something to Instagram, it is better to do that with the square. Okay, next thing we have is the theme. We can style our video with a third lower title, but we need to pay attention to the length we want our title to be. So as you can see over here, we have full length, and let's see it again. We have not full length, for example, this one or this one. So it's important to choose the one that you prefer, whether you want it to last during all the video or just a few seconds at the beginning. The next thing we have is the option to add a logo. So over here, you can add your own business logo or your personal logo, and then just resize it bigger or smaller and select the position of your logo. And then it will appear over here on your video. Also, we have the option to add a background music. So over here, you have a music that we've uploaded. It is copyright free, so you can use it. And we have the option of boost audio. Basically, if you choose to use this boost audio, just keep in mind that you need to be in a very, very silent room because it will amplify all of the noises. So it's not very recommended unless you're in a very silent room. So just remember it. Also, we have an option to add intros and outros. So on Android, you can add intro and outro as a business card. So over here, you can choose whether to use the business card and the duration you want your business card to be, the personal information or the business account, and you can also add your logo. On the iOS, it's all the same. Also, you have over here the business card, but also we have the option to add our own video, something that we've recorded before or something we have on a computer, and use it as an intro or an outro. Okay, now we are finished talking about styling without captions, and let's talk about styling with captions. So basically, styling with caption is styling with subtitles. You can add subtitles to your video, and when you prefer to style with captions, you have also a few options that you need to know. So you can give your subtitles a nice color and a nice font using the theme. So over here, you can choose the red or the submarine light, and it will give your subtitles a nice font, a nice color, some nice background. And in this way, I think it is more attractive to your viewers. Also, you can make changes in your captions. If, for example, you see that you didn't write some word as you should, so you can just do that from this screen and not start the whole recording from the beginning. Okay, another nice thing, also one of my favorites, is that we have two options to mark some words that we want to be more noticeable. So we have the option of stars and slashes. So in order to mark some word, for example, our hello word, we need to put stars on the sides of the word we want to mark, and then it will become yellow. And if we put these slashes on the side of the word, it will become blue. So I think in this way, it is more attractive to your viewers, to your customers, and this is how you can mark some word that you want your friends or whoever to pay attention to it more. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about it today is the settings. Here we have the option to add our social links, to add our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube account. So when you film something, you don't need to save it to your phone or copy it to the computer, copy the link. You just click on upload and it will automatically appear on your social accounts. And the last option I want to talk about is my uploads. On my uploads, you can upload your own things, your own videos, your own photos, your own music, and then just combine them into your video and make your video with BIGVU your own video with your own things. Okay, so this is it for today. If you have any questions, you can write to me in the chat, and meanwhile I will see if someone already wrote questions. And also I want to send to you some links if you want to contact our support team, our tech team, if you want to download our app. Okay, so I see there is a question in the chat. So Kimberly asks, what's the best sizing if I want to share to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn? Do I have to change size and reformat for each one? So basically, as I said, it will always be horizontal. But for my knowledge, if you are uploading something to Instagram, it is better to do that with the square version, because on Instagram, everything is with a square. But on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, I think that horizontal is the best size there is. So just in Instagram, it's something very specific. So I hope I answered your question. Okay, so I see there's no more questions in the chat. So I want to thank you so much for watching me today. And if you like us, please review us on App Store and on Google Play. And we will be happy if you will join BIGVU family. So again, thank you so much and goodbye for